That won't be a problem. Good morning. Hello, Moose. No answer even on Thanksgiving?
You off to work?
Off to find some.
Even on Thanksgiving?
I've always liked holidays.
You got in kind of late last night?
Is that a problem?
No. Just wanted to make sure that the car wasn't giving you a hard time. You know, I should have bought an American car. That foreign cars, they're probably hard for you to drive.
Not that one.
So did you drive any place special?
I wouldn't say that, just here and there.
Like, for instance...
I didn't realize you were so keen on geography.
Sometimes. All right, look, this whole Thanksgiving thing, all right? Where are we gonna go to carve up this bird? Relax. What are you looking at me like that for?
I'm surprised you even brought it up.
Well, you just said you like holidays.
I do. But as you so fervently reiterated last night, we're not a real family, we're a business arrangement. So why would we celebrate a real holiday together?
You hear that?
No.
That's what I mean. There's nothing.
Max.
Where there'd be a thump or laugh or shout coming down from the ceiling. Frank and Leslie loved the morning.
They sure look like Luna.
With her now.
This is why you wanted me to buy Serenity Springs, isn't it?
Ransom.
Oh, God, Max, if only I had known why you needed that money, I might have been...
What? You just wave your magic wand, make it all go away? I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's not okay. None of it's okay. None of this is okay. I haven't done anything okay. There's nothing I can do anymore to make any difference.
How long have we known each other?
Long time.
Then I want you to listen to me. This is not your fault. And your blaming yourself is not going to do your sweet babies any good.
I was sitting right here when someone came in my house and took my children.
Max, you didn't know that. You loved that little boy and that girl with all your heart. You could never hurt them. Never. Oh, God. Oh.
What do I do now?
Whatever's next. What is it?
I want to find out who the hell did this. It's the only good that's going to come out of this.
Here, Mom.
Thank you, baby.
Have they called off the search for the kids?
I have no idea.
I thought Bo was upstairs getting dressed.
He is.
He's still mad, huh?
He was with the divers and the search teams most of the night. When he came home and got into bed with the smell of the river still on him, I asked him how it went, and he pretended to be asleep.
So you don't know where things stand?
Not with the investigation, no. Not with my marriage either. But I've got a feeling that if there's any news about those kids, it's liable to be bad.
You are so right.
What's happening, Bo?
According to forensics, the kidnapper's car was structurally intact when it went through the guardrail and down the ravine. It wasn't until it hit the water, hit the boulders, that the doors were torn off of it.
So what does that mean?
That means that whoever was in the car was still in it when it hit the water. No one could have been thrown clear.
So then they would have had to have swam shore.
If they could swim. Or if they were still alive. Upstream from the rapids, there was no sign on either bank that anybody made it to dry land, and then downstream, the current's so strong an Olympic swimmer couldn't have made it.
So what are you gonna do now?
Follow standard procedure. Drag the river all the way down through Landview as far as we have.
For bodies?
Yeah. See, that's what you look for when there's no hope that anybody survived.
This is the kind of nightmare that just makes you sick.
Mm-hmm.
Even RJ.
Why?
Well, when I told him what happened, RJ was pretty shook up.
Really? Exactly how shook up was he?
And when I got to the part about there being no sign of the kids when the kidnapper's car went into the river, RJ got so upset, he knocked the glass right off the bar.
Really got to him, didn't it?
Well, that's certainly understandable. Even a tough case like RJ could be moved when something so monstrous happens to defenseless, innocent children.
You think so, wouldn't you?
Well, he's no different from anyone else.
Let's not get carried away now, Rachel.
Bo, how are you doing with this?
Lousy.
Is there anything I can do to help?
You know what? If I'd been asked that yesterday by, say, your mother, the answer would have been definitely yes.
Translation? Bo thinks, no, Bo is convinced, in his no doubt about it commissioner way, that I invoked attorney-client privilege too far, like to the edge of the lunatic fringe.
Okay, guys,
In keeping my client's confidences confidential, I am as responsible for the death of that little boy and that little girl as the kidnappers are.
That pretty much sums it up.
Okay, I think maybe you guys need to have some time alone.
Thanks for the tea.
See you around, Rachel.
Look, I know you're both mad at each other, but I want you both to remember this, okay? It's at times like this that you need each other. Love you.
She's right.
Is she?
You don't think so?
We have a big problem.
Yes, we do, but it shouldn't cancel out how much we love each other or how much we respect each other.
Yeah?
Hey, come on, Bo. This is me. It's Nora, your wife, your companion, your buddy. Don't you think I feel rotten enough already?
No.
You want me to suffer more?
I want you to go down and take a look at that car. And the river. Where the doors are ripped off of it and the water is flowing right through it. And think about what those two kids went through and then ask yourself, ask me if you've suffered enough.
Do you think I wanted them dead?
No. But I don't think that you did much to prevent it.
Max was my client. He invoked, no, he exacted a solemn promise from me, a professional oath. No police. The kidnappers were watching his house. They threatened to kill his children. And when I learned the whole story, I did everything I could to get him to tell you.
And I wish that you'd succeeded. Because if you had, then maybe Frankie and Leslie would still be alive right now, instead of the last two names on a police report.
That is so unfair.
Well, what is fair, Nora? Your professional responsibility being more important than the lives of two kids? This is a tragedy. And now we are all losers because of it. I'm going to the office.
What about Thanksgiving?
What about it?
Well, when will you be back?
I don't know. Maybe when I feel like I have something to be thankful for again.
Every year, I make up a list of everything I would like to serve for Thanksgiving dinner. And every year we end up having exactly the same thing, so this thing might just as well be carved in stone.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to miss it this year.
Why are you gonna miss it?
I promised Cassie that I would spend the holiday with her. At Dorian's.
Oh, well, I don't consider that much of a holiday.
Now, Mother.
Kevin! Oh, I was hoping that everybody could get together for once. I mean, I realize your commitment to Cassie means that you won't be able to spend every single holiday at home, but it doesn't mean I have to like it.
Oh, trust me. I am not crazy about it either.
Good.
Hi. Hi.
Hey, Renee.
Sorry to barge in like this. Lois let me in. I'm not going to be able to spend Thanksgiving with you. Something has happened.
What?
I can't say.
What?
Renee, what's wrong?
No, there's a press blackout.
Come on, you're scaring me. What's going on?
Someone kidnapped Max's twins the day before yesterday.
What?
What? There was a ransom demanded, $5 million. Max had to sell practically everything that he owns in order to get the money, and when he went to give it to the kidnappers to get the twins, they double-crossed him and drove away.
They still have the kids?
In the car. Max chased them.
Where the hell was the police through all of this?
They didn't know anything about it. Max was warned not to go to them.
Oh,
Wait. Max chased the car. Then what?
The kidnapper's car skidded off the road down an embankment and into the river.
Oh, my.
the children?
Swept away.
Oh, my.
I'm gonna go see if I can talk to Bo.
Oh, please.
Don't worry about the press blackout. I won't say a word until he gives the okay. I just hope the sun hasn't gotten wind of this, because to Todd, press blackout means head start.
Thanksgiving has got nothing to do with families, all right? It was about Indians, and it was about pilgrims. There was no family. They all just had the same free Thursday, that's all.
Todd, Thanksgiving is family. And vice versa. It's almost impossible to think of one without the other. I mean, I just hear the word, and I'm back in our little kitchen watching Abuela at the stove with all the clouds of steam, you know, rising from all the simmering pots on the stove.
Oh, she was a good cook, huh?
Amazing. She'd turn to me in the middle of making pasteles or arroz con gandules, and she'd say to me, Teita, am I doing it right? And I, of course, was the most serious 5-year-old in the world, and I would say, Sí, abuela, keep going.
Yeah, that sounds like you.
Oh, she was something. Her plátanos fritos. Oh, and her pernil like no other.
What about turkey?
Oh, the pavo turkey was kind of like a side dish. But the pernil was a big slab of pork coated with sazon, which is a blend of seasoning, and broiled. Oh, one taste. And you know why people give thanks. Mmm.
Yeah, make that.
You're serious?
Oh, yeah, I'm hungry.
I guess we'd call it a business dinner then, huh?
Can you give me a break here?
Todd, you're the one who wanted to stick to the terms of our deal.
Yeah, and the deal was that we would act like a family. Now, you just said it. Families go along with holidays.
Yeah, a genuine family does.
Yeah. We had a great time at the last holiday, right?
Yeah, but, I mean, Halloween's not a real holiday.
I'm giving you $5 million. Right? For that kind of money, every day should be a holiday.
All right. We can amend the terms of our agreement to include family celebrations. Fine, I'll show up. Gladly, in fact. But the rest is up to you, dinner included.
Just call me Abuela.
All right. Well, I'll see you later.
So what, you're going out to troll for clients?
First stop, police station. Oh, by the way, there are 2 kinds of plátanos. I like the sweet kind. Adios.
Charles.
Gobble, gobble.
Who's your friend?
Well, you told me once I'm supposed to bring some gift object type thing when I'm invited to dinner.
A subtle dropper of hints you ain't.
Thanksgiving is about family, right? I thought you'd want me here.
Todd Manning evoking family and togetherness? What'd you do, fall and hit your head?
You gonna let me in or not?
Well, of course I'm gonna let you in, and of course you're invited. You knew that. Actually, now I can be relieved that Kevin won't be here to spar with you. Kevin has to go to Dorian's for dinner.
Oh, tough luck.
Yeah.
Look, you wouldn't know how to make arroyo con Dios or Puerto Rican pork or any of that, would you?
I assume your wife and daughter are joining us.
Yeah, well, I told Delgado to get lost, but, you know, she just can't get enough of me.
Don't joke about it, Todd. Don't ever take your family for granted. Believe me, they can be taken from you in a second.
Yeah. Is there a problem here?
Yeah, there is. And no, I'm not telling you.
Vicky, well, I didn't know you were into keeping secrets.
Life is a learning experience, Todd. You know what I've learned? Don't ever trust Todd Manning with confidential information.
Pretty quiet here today.
Yeah, there's stuff going on.
Then maybe I've come to the right place.
What do you mean?
Would you be willing to pass my business card along to people who come through here and might need an attorney?
Like you need the work. You're a millionaire.
Oh, but not from my legal practice. And I do need the work. Because it's muy importante that I have a professional life in addition to a domestic one.
Especially considering who you're domestic with. Commissioner Buchanan's office, Soto. Hey, Benny, what's up? The evidence room? Sure, I'll be right down. Bye. Excuse me, I have a little work myself.
You haven't done as many times as you've gotten the chance.
Back.
You already know about this, don't you?
I really don't know what you're talking about. I heard about it this morning, but Bo has put a press blackout on this. So if I were you, I would put that back where you found it, and I would forget you ever saw it.
You're not me.
Men.
Hey!
Hello, Kevin. Happy Thanksgiving.
Well, not for Max it isn't, or his kids.
Goodbye, Kevin.
Bo, sorry, I heard about it.
Who told you?
Renee, she stopped by my mom's house this morning.
That's just great.
Well, she didn't want to say anything. I really think she was just so broken up about it that she couldn't help herself.
All right, you realize there's a
total press blackout on this. I understand that. I just want to have my story written and ready to go for when you give the green light to go public.
More grist for the old press mill.
Come on, Bo, it is not like that. You know it. Not with me, anyway.
I know. Sorry, Kevin. It's just that these past 24 hours haven't been my favorite.
Yeah, I bet. So, you gonna lift that press blackout anytime soon?
Yeah, in a couple of hours. I called off the search. There's no way that anyone survived that car crash. Not the kidnappers, not the kids. So as soon as Max comes in, signs his statement, then we'll have a press conference, and then it's all yours, Kevin.
Okay, but in the meantime, I'm gonna get my story together, okay?
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of the press corps that hangs around here, they'll probably take the holiday off, so that means that it won't be a total open season on Max. Of course, there are, the other hand, there's always those dogs of the press that love a disaster like this. This is just what they want to sink their teeth into.
What's he doing here?
Take it easy, Max.
Get him out!
It's not what you think.
You're the damn press, aren't you?
No, not right now. But I did hear what happened.
Oh, so much for your press blackout.
I didn't hear from him, and besides, I swear not a word of this is gonna hit the newsstands until Bo says it's okay.
Okay? Tell me what's gonna make this okay.
Max, I can't tell you how sorry I am. I really mean that. Our language doesn't quite cover it when something like this happens.
Thanks.
And if there is anything I can do or anything that you need, please give me a call.
Right.
I'll see you later, Bo.
Take care. Did you get any sleep?
What do you think?
I think that was a stupid question. Sit down, Max.
I don't want to sit down.
I got back here before dawn to turn your statement in so it could be transcribed. This is it. And you have to sign it. Now, Max, I think you ought to read it first.
Remember what happened.
Have you thought about speaking to Andrew or to Larry Wolick?
I don't need God or drugs. What I need is the person that did this to me. And I don't mean the two goons in the car. Somebody else set this whole thing up.
I think you should let us check that out, Max. I think this is the time that you should spend saying goodbye.
I need to be doing something, Bo. I can't stop if I do. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. So damn it, help me out on this.
All right. Can you think of anyone who may have put this whole thing in motion?
I've been going over this in my head over and over and over, and the only name that keeps coming up is Tommy Gregory.
Tommy Gregory?
Yeah, record promoter out of New York. He's got close ties with the mob. He was in at Roadies. He was leaning on Jakar about a deal he wanted to horn in on, and I tossed him out of the place.
And that's it?
Pretty much.
Yeah, but he didn't come back.
No. Jakar went and told RJ that Tommy was his problem.
RJ? What did RJ do?
How does RJ fit into this?
I didn't say he did.
You know something, Bo. I can feel it. What is it? Tell me.
Why don't you just pull the file out and read it directly over the phone? I mean, if Todd's going to pay you for news tips now, as well as the rest of your services, you might as well get your facts right, correct? Keep my what? My voice down? My shirt on? Tell me. You are really unbelievable. Do you have any idea what Todd would do with a story like that? Oh, of course, you must. You married the creep. It is pure slash and burn journalism. And never mind that there's 2 little kids dead on this thing. There is also a press blackout to give their father what little time he has to catch his breath. The Sun would run with this story regardless. Because the buck's got to keep coming in, right, Taya? You need to be paid, don't you? You know, I really did, that there was one little piece of you that was decent enough that Todd couldn't tear it out. But I was wrong. And I really shouldn't be surprised, because if you spend enough time with that vulture, you become just as dark and just as ugly as he is.
Is your speech over?
Yeah, I think it is.
Well, maybe it would interest you to know that before you tore into me like a rabid pit bull, I was attempting to call Judith, my nanny, and check up on Star.
Yeah, right.
You know, I don't particularly care whether you believe me or not, but I am sick to death of your constant self-righteous judgment of me. And, hey, who are you to throw stones anyway? Especially here and now. You're not planning to cover this story yourself?
Yes, responsibly.
Oh, aren't we blessed to have such an authority on what is and isn't responsible? Well, I've got news for you, Mr. Wonderful. You just lit into me because you assumed I was calling Todd with no evidence, no confirmation. How responsible is that?
You're right. I was out of line. Look, Taya, I was a jerk. Nothing new, right? But I wasn't 100% wrong. Max is going through hell in there, and he really doesn't need any more. So please, whatever you do, don't tell Todd about this, because it's the right thing to do. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Hello? Bo? Nora? Nora, what's wrong?
Nothing. I'm just feeling a little like a murderer today.
No way you could have known such a horrible accident would happen.
If I had gone to Bo when I had the chance, it might not have happened. And those babies would still be alive.
Nora,
Do you know what I did last weekend? I read the transcript of every case you've ever tried in Landview.
What?
You're not only brilliant, your judgment's rock solid.
Oh, Georgie, you gotta find better things to do with your weekends.
You told me Max specifically instructed you not to go to the police because the kidnappers were watching him.
That's right.
Then telling Bo the twins had been kidnapped might have led to them being killed anyway.
Well, that was a big part of my reasoning.
In which case, you would be sitting here right now telling me those kids died because you ignored attorney-client privilege. It was an awful choice either way because it was a horrendous situation. You did the best you could. You did what you thought best.
Boy, I'd sure like to have that transcript. Especially on the days when I'm beginning to question my sanity and my vaunted judgment. Wanted by you, anyway.
What? Why would you question either one?
Oh, I'm awash in hormones.
You mean you're pregnant?
No. I'm perimenopausal.
You couldn't be. You're too young.
I have said those exact words so many times you think they were the name of my personal guru. Way too young. It's true. Boy, my judgment's suspect. From every estrogen-depleted minute to every estrogen-depleted minute. I may have been way off in this case. And look what happened.
Let me ask you something. Faced with the same situation, would you have done anything differently?
No. I guess that's the good news, bad news.
How do you mean?
Well, the good news is I'm not strictly a hormonal basket case. The bad news is that puts Bo and I on opposite sides of the fence forever.
Now, what about RJ?
There is no hard evidence that links R.J. Gannon to this case.
There is never any hard evidence that links RJ to anything. He's too damn slick.
We've been wrong about R.J. in the past. We thought that he murdered Carlo Hesser. He didn't. He was innocent.
Well, if he's so innocent, then why did you sit up and take notice when I mentioned his name?
It was a hunch. I get a lot of hunches.
Well, why don't you share this one with me? Please.
Sit. It's no secret that there's bad blood between you and R.J.
Yeah, and?
Well, I'm sure that it got a lot worse when Jakara scrapped her partnership with R.J. and started one with you. Now, R.J. is not known for being gracious when he comes to handling rejection. I probably got mad.
Oh, he was. Came into Rhodey's a couple times breathing fire, so.
Rachel told me this morning that he reacted pretty strongly when he heard that this kidnapping went bad.
How strongly?
Swung around, knocked a glass right off the bar.
He did it.
No, Max.
Come on, Joe.
No.
Hold it. Get out of here. We can get him right now. Go down and pick him up.
I'm going to question R.J. Gannon, but I need this investigation to progress one step at a time.
You gonna let the man that did this just walk around free?
We don't know that it was R.J. Okay? Can you think of any other enemies that you might have?
Right now, just you. For God's sake, Bo, RJ is the only person cold-blooded enough to snatch my kids. Now, we're gonna go pick him up or not?
Come in.
I can come back later.
That's all right. No, come on in, please. What do you got?
On their last sweep, the divers found the suitcase the ransom money was in.
Was in?
There were only a few stacks of bills left inside. It looks like the rest washed downstream. Benny needs you to go down and sign the evidence report.
Right.
Oh, now you get him.
Max, we're doing everything we can as fast as we can. Just sit tight here. I'll be right back, okay? Whatever.
You're passionate, intelligent, strong-minded people. How could you not lock horns once in a while?
Oh, Georgie, it's so much more than locking horns. It's deadly serious.
Bad stuff always feels worse when it's happening.
You know, a year ago, I really felt that life was coming to an end. I mean, literally. Bo was in a coma.
What?
He'd been shot. And I didn't think he was going to make it. And a year ago, to this day, in fact, on Thanksgiving, he squeezed my hand. And I made a promise to myself that I would personally see to it that this Thanksgiving would be nothing like last Thanksgiving. That Bo and I would be healthy and we would be happy. Maybe I should pick another holiday, huh?
You're healthy.
Hormones notwithstanding. But happy? With everything that's gone down those last few days, I don't think Bo could stand being in the same room with me. Oh, God, where do I get off heaping all my troubles on your plate like so much stuffing? I'm sorry. This is awful.
No, don't be. I'm glad you told me. Who knows? Maybe I can do something about it.
So nobody knew about the story before the press conference? Well, what do you mean, almost nobody? Don't play games with me, Briggs, all right? I'll buy you a set of jacks. You can play with them down at the unemployment office. So what you're telling me that the Banner is going to have this story in their evening edition and we're not, huh? How did that happen? Or you're telling me you don't know how that happened? You know, I pay people to cover what happens at the police department. Where were they? Off on holiday. All right, well, you tell them that they can stay off. For good. I hate Thanksgiving.
What happened?
It's the best story I've seen in like 6 months, and the Banner scoops me on it.
Really?
Yeah. Max Holden's twins, they were kidnapped, right? They're presumed dead, and I get scooped by like an hour. It's a disaster. Well, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You were at the police department, though. Did you hear anything about this when you were down there?
Hey, Rachel.
They called out the search for the twins. Both thought it was gonna be no use. They're dead.
It's gonna be all right. It really is.
How come you're so calm? I mean, yesterday you were so upset, and today you're so calm.
Max, I'm so...
Yeah. You tell me what it feels like to know you killed my kids.